Good evening, everyone. This is Henry Gambell with SimplerOptions.com, and in tonight's free video, I wanted to share a couple of the pinning trades that I've been working as we went through this week. So the first of which I'm going to take a look at is Netflix, and not to get too in-depth with how we set this up and kind of the way of thinking, because there is a lot to it, but it's really just the difference of trying to trade an unbalanced butterfly versus a standard butterfly. And if you've ever traded a standard butterfly and been looking for it to come up into your extensions and thinking, okay, that's the area where I'm going to put my body, whatever it may be. Of course, in this case, maybe you think around 300, you do something like buy the 295, and you're looking for it to grind up into that area. I think that's a solid way to trade your flies. But of course, if it rolls back over, well, then you're out the debit that you paid for it. Now, we have been working these transactions by starting them by the initiation of a credit, and that can make a big difference in the trade. So when Netflix was trading down today, it didn't bother us at all. We knew that we had no downside risk, so you just let that come through. Also note that the P&L open is not really accurate, because what you're looking at, this contract, I had every intention of having it expire worthless. What this isn't really showing you is if we come back down to our fills only, noting where we got out of the ratio spread in Netflix for a $2.80 credit. So what you're trying to do is initiate the trade for a small credit, maybe something like 35 or 55 cents. Then, as the trade comes to maturity, and if you can get the pin, well, then you tack on the extra $2.80 of credit to that, and it's really more of a, I think, advanced and advantageous way of playing those pin trades, and that came through very cleanly. Now, for those of you that watched the video, the free video that we publish here on YouTube and also on the site from last Friday, you saw the pin in Amazon, and if there was ever a spot of, Deja Vu once again, this would be it, and this was, everything that I could have asked for from it. Granted, Amazon had a pretty significant pullback, but you start thinking, okay, if last Friday it closed right at 1500, is there a chance it's going to do it again this Friday? And that's exactly what we wound up with. So same thing here, where you come in and you initiate that. In this case, I did it as a small debit. I did this one as just your standard basic butterfly. We were able to get a very nice, almost a $12 credit on the exit of it. Granted, the maximum profit on the butterfly would be closer to 15, but you started at a small debit, you're able to flip it for a very nice credit, and those have a nice risk-reward ratio, and it was nice to see Amazon come through for us once again. Now you start thinking, okay, I pinned last Friday at 1500, this Friday at 1500, what happens next Friday? Next Friday, I think we exceed 1500. So these are some of the trades that I've been working, some of the ideas I'm keeping in the back of my mind, and I hope you find them helpful as you look to position your portfolio. Have a great weekend, and I hope to see you in the chat room on Monday.